If you're Jamaican, this is for you, especially those born in Jamaica. If not, you can stay, but this is specifically for my Jamaicans, all right? Now that we're settled, why do you not like claiming us American-born Jamaicans? I have had conversations, even my own mother and father, born and raised there, came here in the 90s, few years before I was born, will look me dead in my eyes and say I'm not Jamaican. Did I not come from y'all? Was I not getting cussed out, ass whooped by Jamaican parents? Was I not going to and from Jamaica like twice a year and going to school down there a few times? Does that not qualify me? And the thing that be getting me with y'all is y'all don't see other cultures not claiming their people. So just because I was born here means I'm not Jamaican all of a sudden? I would need y'all to cut it out. Y'all need to answer. Why y'all do that? Why y'all like doing that?
Hello, wonderful good people. I believe all of you are doing well and fine today. For those who are new here, I'm Marvin, and please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. If you find this video educative, you want to share, you can as well press the share button to your family and friends for them to also know what is going around them. Also, don't forget to like this video. Our focus today will be in Jamaica, where we'll get to defend and support the subject matter. Why is the Jamaican identity seen as more valid than that of the Black American? With the first video, we'll get to understand that if a person is born in America, her parents who are Jamaican relocated to America, the child born, clearly we can get to see and to know that that child will be of Black American origin. What's your take in this? Well, I'm waiting to hear your response in the comment section below. Let's now go to the subject matter. I believe all of you understand the subject matter, that why are the Jamaican people seen as more identical than that of the Black American identity. With the second video, we'll get to understand the meaning of this episode. Clearly, the lady has done it all. She has clearly described what we need to know and what we need to understand. She is clearly saying that Jamaicans are seen as the identity is more valid than that of Black Americans. This is because Jamaica is a nation. Black American, it is a community, it is a society, it is a group of people who were brought to America and who were indigenous to that land. Jamaicans, probably, they got independence in 1965. That's why we can clearly say that their identity is more valid than that of Black Americans. Let's watch the following videos and we will come back at the end and discuss, and we will get to understand and support and also get to a conclusion that is it true that Jamaican identity is seen more valid than that of the Black American family. Let's watch the following video.
Why is the Jamaican identity seen as more valid, even though Black Americans and Jamaicans were created under the same conditions? In short, the answer is because proximate alienation and the diasporic division stratagem. I have made several videos about this. If you want to know more in-depth information about those, go check those videos out, right? But for the rest of this video, I am going to explain why Jamaican identities are seen as more valid than Black Americans. The number one reason why Jamaicans' identities is seen as more valid than Black Americans is because their identity fits into the colonial template of what a valid identity should look like. Identity is often validated by symbols of statehood. Jamaica was granted independence in 1962. They have a flag, a national anthem, and a seat at the United Nations. Black America has no sovereign nation state. Our identities are not tied to land ownership, but to a shared historical struggle within the U.S. The Jamaican identity is geographic. They are from the nation of Jamaica. This is a concept that is easy for the world to understand and validate. Whereas the Black American identity is generational. It is tied back to the lineage of U.S. chattel slavery. This is a nuanced concept that the world is not trained to recognize. The result is that Jamaicans have unquestioned valid identity because they are recognized as being a nation. Black Americans, on the other hand, are constantly policed for our identities because we lack a nation state to legitimize our identity. The second factor of this is ethnogenesis. The Jamaican ethnogenesis, right? The formation of a new ethnic identity happened primarily around resistance to a colonial power on native land. Their identity is solidified through the fight for and achievement of political independence. The culture, patois, Rastafarianism, Drake cuisine, is seen as organic to their geographic homeland. The Black American ethnogenesis is atypical of most ethnogenic identities. The Black American ethnogenesis happened through forced assimilation and then isolation through proximate alienation within a domestic setting. Our culture, AAVE, jazz, hip-hop, soul food, was forged not in pursuit of a separate state, but as a tool of survival and identity making within the nation that enslaved us. Because of this, the world identifies us as a subculture rather than the core of a new ethnic identity. The third aspect of this is racial management. America and Jamaica were managed completely different. They created different social hierarchies. The Jamaican model, or the British colonial model, was formed by absentee plantation owners. The British often lived abroad, leaving Black people largely to themselves on the island, which allowed them to preserve and synthesize a more African cultural retention away from constant white surveillance. So they were able to preserve more of their cultural identities before slavery because they weren't being constantly surveyed by white plantation owners. The British racial system was brutally rigid, but less focused on racial coding. The primary divide was between the white plantocracy and the Black majority, with less emphasis on a complex color hierarchy like in Latin America. The Black American or Anglo-American Saxon model used proximate alienation. This is the key difference between slavery in the Caribbean and in Latin America, and what makes us so much different from our counterparts. Enslavers lived on the plantations. Black people were in relentless, intimate contact with whiteness, but were excluded from its humanity. This wasn't distant rule, but embedded subjugation. On top of that, the US developed an intricate hierarchy system within inside the Black community itself, colorism, further dividing the group. So in conclusion, the Jamaican identity is seen as more valid, not because it's more authentic or culturally richer, but because it comes with a passport and a flag, recognized symbols of sovereignty in the modern world. It was formed from the familiar story of anti-colonial resistance against a foreign power. It wasn't forged under the same conditions as proximate alienation, a concept that is harder to grasp than direct colonialism. The Black American identity is legitimate because it's revolutionary. It defines itself not by a plot of land given to us by colonizers, but by a shared history and culture built from scratch in the face of relentless oppression. The diasporic division stratagem makes the world value the gift of sovereignty to Jamaica over the creation of sovereignty we made for ourselves in Black America.
If you're still here with me, God bless you, God bless Black America, and God bless the Jamaicans because they are the ones who uplift the Black American community. From the first video, and there's a question I asked all of you, that when a person, he or she, is born in America by Jamaican parents, can that child be of Black American descent, or that child will be Jamaican? Clearly, that's what we are here to discuss. Is it true when you say that the Jamaican identity is more valid than that of Black Americans? The Jamaican community or people, they have a more and larger community than that of Black Americans. Jamaicans always respect and always uplift the Black Americans because I believe majority of Jamaicans are living in the United States of America. We can see the Nicki Minaj, we can see also Drake, who I believe he is of Jamaican origin. Clearly, this shows how Jamaicans support and uplift the Black American artists. They uplift the community by uplifting their music, uplifting their movies. This shows, and we will get to understand that it is indeed true that the Jamaican identity is more valid, it is more bigger than that of the Black American family. Black Americans have a smaller group. It is only based in America, but Jamaicans, it is a whole nation who support and who uplift the Jamaican regime and origin. What's your take in this episode? I would like to know what you think on this statement. Is it true when you say that Jamaicans' identity is more valid than that of the Black American family? Also, it is not a hatred, it is not a diaspora war I'm starting here. It's just a question we get to understand, and we get also to uplift the Black American and also to unite the Black Americans and the Jamaicans. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share, and I will humbly also respond to your comments, family. See you on the next episode, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.